Hey folks, this is Arupam back again. Uh, Today we are going to talk about something which has been going on for quite some time. We have seen this pattern. People start on cloud analytics with the approach we call as swamp intelligence. They start with the tables from applications like SAP, Oracle, etc. And pretty soon, it becomes unmanageable with incorrect data. And there have been questions about how do we manage this, uh, especially with SAP. So we're going to look at first, the swamp intelligence, how they are currently doing it. I'll walk through those steps, and then I have my colleague with me, Sandeep, who will walk through the how smart people are using stream intelligence to do their analytics better. So let's dive in. So 3 steps to swamp intelligence. First, they start with the SAP report, let's say MB51, which is RM07 docs. And then pretty soon they realize something. SAP is a complicated system, and they would have around 212 different SQL table access just for one table or one report. Next step is they, realize that change data capture is not straightforward to work on SAP. They work with the full dumps of data, maybe not 212 different, but at least 20 to 50 different tables. And then begins the fun part where they try to reverse engineer SAP business logic, which may have some client-specific configurations, customizations. They lose track of all the business context and controls. That's the second step. And third step, that becomes even more problematic, where they give BI analytics, ML models, or AI agents with data which is not matching with SAP. It's not real time. And the information itself is not secure because once you dump tables, the security of an application is gone. Let me walk you through what happens typically in these cases. So I'll go to this report in SAP called RM07 docs. And when I execute this report, and usually when we are doing it, we do it with a variant so that it remembers our selection parameters. When this report is coming, we did an analysis, and there's around 212 different selects SAP does to get this report out. Now, to get this output with the right business context and the results, that becomes a challenge, and that's where most of the cloud analytics projects, they start slipping into a swamp. Sandeep, you mentioned you have figured out a better way to get this information streaming from SAP.
Yeah, Nupam. That's correct. So using the streaming method, we can pull the data directly from SAP in backend. Pull the data directly from SAP, which will be pre-modeled, which means we do not have to pull all the 212 tables that you mentioned and then bring them and then combine them together to generate the report. Comes as a semantic model, and it uses.
Go ahead and share. Sorry, Sandeep. Go ahead and share your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it. So let me.
So this is Databricks, right?
Oh. This is Databricks, and it runs in Databricks, where it is connecting directly to your SAP from Databricks using the streaming method. It will connect using the same authentication that I would use to log into my SAP. So these are some of the default parameters that I can enter. So I'm just going with the default right now. So we'll pull data from.
So you're doing RM07 docs, and you're using the same variant which I used, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, USB for SAP. Come on, go ahead.
Right. So once we go through these default parameters that we can adjust. So I'll use my login ID here. Okay, it'll ask for my password.
So this is interesting. This is actually your SAP backend user ID and password, and it is going and not only authenticating you with SAP, but also checking your authorizations during runtime. So that if you're allowed to see, let's say, data for company code 1000, that's all you will be able to get in your cloud. Is that correct?
That is correct. So I'll see only the data that I'm authorized to see in SAP. So I do not have to replicate the security and authorizations in Databricks. It copies the same authorizations from SAP. So once I put my user ID and password, it is now streaming data directly from SAP right now. So this data that you see coming from SAP based on my authorization. And this is the same variant that you used.
It's the same output which we got. So did you have to go through 212 different tables to get this? How did you do this?
Now that's the beauty of this. So you do not have to worry about the tables, the 100, 200 tables behind the scenes. It pulls the data pre-modeled, and it streams exactly what you would see on SAP. So if you run the same transaction SAP, the output that comes in, same output comes in here without writing any single line of code. So I just executed it, put my authorization and the different variables that I wanted to put in, and it automatically brings that in without writing any single line of code.
That is so awesome. And so you're getting directly the data, which is business model data from SAP. It is live streaming and it is fully secured, right?
That is correct.
Okay, and can I see the Delta Lake where the data is stored?
Yes. So once it pulls the data in, it will persist here. So let me refresh it. So it saved the data in the Delta Lake with SAP tables. So you can see the same table structure that we just saw. So then you can further use this data for other purposes or analytics.
That's so amazing. That's pretty cool. And that saves so much of development effort and reverse engineering effort, really. So Sandeep, can I take back the screen?
Sure.
All right. Okay. So to summarize what you have done to do stream intelligence here is give the ability for business user to really get no-code access to the information they need. This is semantic models access, which is certified by SAP. So basically what you see in SAP is what you get in cloud, right? That's the powerful feature of this. And then, based on this, your team delivers BI, analytics, ML models, which helps your business to make an impact. All right, so that's a quick video on how do we stop the swap and start the stream intelligence. I hope you like it, and thank you so much, Sandeep, for getting this done.